Today we will talk about image annotation. The use cases for this predate digital forms. For example, in the car insurance or car rental industry, image annotation is used to indicate car damage. Alternatively, in healthcare, forms with outlines of the human body are used for patients to indicate areas where they experience pain. As of the recording of this video, SurveyJS does not offer a dedicated widget for that purpose. However, there is a very simple workaround. I will show you how you can accomplish this without writing any code, and I will also show you how easy it is to build your own custom question for image annotation with just a few lines of JavaScript. So if you want to allow your users to annotate images in SurveyJS, you can use the signature widget, which I personally believe is very underrated. Before we do anything fancy with it, let's see how it was intended to be used. I'll put together a simple form that asks for first, middle, and last name, a date, and then finally we'll add a signature to it. The signature widget is located at the bottom of the toolbox. We can use it as soon as we drag it onto the canvas. It doesn't really require any customization. Let's preview the form. This type of form can be very useful if it's delivered on a device with a touchscreen, especially if it supports a stylus. I'm recording this video with a mouse, so I'll have to do my best to make up a half-decent signature here. This actually came out much better than I expected.
The signature displayed troubling traits, left of upright slant, narrow angles, tense strokes, conclusively indicative of sociopathic tendencies.
What?
Or maybe not. Now, once we complete the form, the drawing that we did on the signature pad will be stored as base64 string. We can quickly use one of the free converters online and take a look at the file that was actually saved with the response. Let's move on to image annotation. We will start with a blank form and add a new signature widget to it. It supports an optional background image. So let's assign the image we want annotated. We should change the dimensions of the signature pad to match our background image. We also need to disable the default placeholder. Optionally, we can make changes to the pen color, stroke size, and so on. Let's preview the form and see how this works. And now we can draw on top of the image. This works great, but what would be even better is if we could allow the user to upload their own image and annotate it. Building this kind of a custom widget in SurveyJS is actually pretty simple. It requires just a few lines of JavaScript code. We will design a composite custom question. Composite questions in SurveyJS are simply panels that contain one or more regular questions. They can also have their own logic and event handlers. We will create a composite question that contains one file upload element and one signature pad element. When the user uploads a file, an event will be fired, and we will use it to assign that image file to the background of the signature pad. Firstly, we should import the component collection class from the SurveyJS library. Then we will create an empty component that has a name and a title. Now we can add its file upload widget and the signature pad to its panel. The signature pad will not be visible until a file is uploaded. Finally, we will add a handler for the onValueChanged event. We want to ensure that our code runs only when the value of the file upload is changed. We are using the content panel property of our question object to access both of our widgets. We will assign the uploaded file to the background image property of the signature pad, and then we will switch the visibility of the widgets. Finally, we will switch the location of the widget within the SurveyJS Creator toolbox. Let's see if this works. Perfect. One significant limitation of this design is the fact that we have hard-coded the dimensions of the signature pad. This means that if we upload an image that has a different aspect ratio, it will either get clipped or skewed. We can address that by reading the dimensions of the uploaded image before assigning it to the background of the signature pad. Then we can change the dimensions of the signature pad to match the uploaded image. You can learn how to do that, and you can get the entire code from this example if you visit this video's companion blog post on our website, which is linked in the description. Custom widgets are very easy to build with SurveyJS, and they're even easier to add to the Endatix form management platform. If you would like to learn more about the platform, please visit endatix.com and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.